Very good morning, students. In business studies, we have completed some points in first topic, history of trade and commerce. Still 3 points are left. Today I am going to explain about major trade centers and major exports and imports. First we will start with major trade centers. The first one is Patliputra. Patliputra, known as Patna today. It was not only commercial town but also a major center for export of stone. It was commercial town as well as major center of exporting stones. Then second, Peshawar. It was an important export center for wool and for import of horse. It had huge commercial transactions between India, China and Rome. It was center of exporting wool and importing horse. The maximum transactions were done between India, China and Rome. Then third, Takshila. It was a major center of land route between India and Central Asia. It was a route connecting India with Central Asia. It was also a city of financial and commercial banks. It was a place of Buddhist center of learning. The famous Takshila University flourished here. It was popular for financial and commercial banks, and you must have heard the name of Takshila University, which was flourished here. Fourth, Indraprasth. It was a commercial junction on Royal Road. In ancient India, Royal Road was built to facilitate rapid communication. Yes? And it was connecting routes to east, west, south and north. Then fifth, Mathura. It was an emporium of trade, yes, major center of commerce. Many routes from South India touched Mathura and Bharuch. Then fifth, Varanasi. It grew as major center of textile industry and became famous for beautiful gold silk cloth and sandalwood workmanship. It was a major center for textile industry, yes, for cloth industry, and become famous for beautiful gold silk cloth, which are very popular, yes, gold silk bordered cloth and sandalwood workmanship. It had link with Takshila and Bharuch. Then seventh, Mithila. Mithila established trading colonies in South China, especially in Yunnan. It established trading colonies in part of China. Then eighth, Ujjain. Agate and carnelian, which are stones, and muslin and mallows cloth were exported from Ujjain to different centers. Yes, it was popular for exporting stones and fabric. Then ninth, Surat. Textile of Surat were famous for their gold border, which is known as jari work. Surat's hundi were honored in far-off markets of Egypt and Iran. Yes, this trade center was famous for textile industries. Then 10th, Kachi. Here, Chinese used to come in foreign ships to purchase pearls, glass, and raw stones, and in return, they sold gold and silk. Kanchi was a center for exporting pearls, glass, and raw stones. Chinese used to come in foreign ships, they were purchasing, and we were exporting. And in return, they were selling gold and silk. Then 11th, Madura. It was the capital of Pandyas. It attracted foreign merchants, particularly Romans, for carrying out overseas trade. It was a center which attracted foreign merchants for international trade. Then 12th, Kaveri Patta. Kaviripatra, also known as Kaviripatnam, it was scientific in construction as city provided loading, unloading and strong facilities of merchandise. It was a center of trade for perfumes, cosmetic, scents, silk, wood, cotton, corals, pearls, gold and precious stones. So it was also a major trade center as it provided loading and unloading some strong facilities of business merchandise. Then 13th, Tamralipti. It was one of the greatest port connected both by sea and land with west and far east. It was linked by road to Banaras and Takshila. It was the greatest port, yes, which was connecting by sea as well as land. And it was linked by road to Banaras and Takshila. You can see some major trade centers which are shown in this map. Patliputra, yes, Takshila, Ujjain, Mathura. Map is just for explanation. It will not be asked in exam. Then second topic, that is major exports and imports. Import and export, that is part of international trade. When our country is supplying goods to other country, that is known as export. Yes, beyond our boundaries of country, we are trading goods with other country, and in import we are purchasing goods from other countries. So that is import. Now here are some major exports. Just go through with this. This might be asked in 1 or 2 marks. And these are some major imports. I hope all the concepts are clear to you. If you have any doubt, feel free to contact me.